Sleep is a crucial element to helping infants and children develop healthy bodies and minds. Sleep is when their bodies and minds repair themselves, process the day, and set the stage for their continued growth and development. But how much sleep should your child be getting? Well, as you might expect, the answer is, it depends. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Adria. We all know how important sleep is for the health and development of children, both newborns and older kids too. Sleep is when your child's body repairs itself from the day and where important brain activity develops. The amount your child sleeps is going to change based on their age and activity levels, but still, experts recommend some pretty firm guidelines about how much sleep your child should be getting. It probably comes as no surprise, but newborns need the most sleep of any kids. Experts recommend newborns get about 14 to 17 hours of sleep a day. Of course, this sleep will be in chunks. Your newborn's feeding schedule is going to interrupt their sleep schedule, so think about this recommendation as being the total amount of sleep in a 24-hour period. We should also note, as I'm sure you're aware, that the bulk of their sleep will occur at night, though it's pretty rare for newborns to sleep through the night without waking up. So in these early weeks and months, try to find a rough schedule that your newborn and you can stick to in order to provide some structure to their sleeping schedule. But again, don't force it. Pay attention to what your newborn needs. Once your baby reaches about 4 months old, the amount of sleep that they need will start to decrease. From 4 months to about 11 months, your child will need about 12 to 15 hours of sleep a day. At this point, they're probably on a more predictable schedule than they were when they were newborns, with a large chunk of sleep happening at night, and then several smaller naps throughout the day. In fact, you can probably expect a total of 2 to 3 hours of naps spread out across the day. And the reason for these naps is really important. Frequent naps allow infants to consolidate specific memories, and they enable a more generalized memory that's important for learning and brain development. If you're the parent of an infant in this 4 to 11 month age range, you're probably hoping to get your child on a steady sleep cadence every night, through the night. According to one study, however, just over half of children at 6 months old did not sleep 8 consecutive hours through the night. And by 12 months, that number dropped to roughly 43%, which means it takes some time for kids to sleep on the same rhythm and same duration throughout the night that their parents do. So stay patient, stick to a solid nighttime routine, and your child will be sleeping 8-ish hours a night in no time. Hopefully. Probably. Now let's talk about toddlers or kids between 1 to 2 years old. Most experts recommend that these children get 11 to 14 hours of sleep each day. You'll notice that the length of these kids' daytime naps will start to shorten, or they may cluster into a single 1 to 3 hour nap in the middle of the day. So while your toddler may finally be sleeping full chunks throughout the night, naps are in a bit of a transition period. Make sure you're leaving plenty of space in the day for those naps to occur. When your child hits preschool age, usually around the age of 3 to 5, they'll need moderately less sleep than when they were a toddler. Experts recommend this group get about 10 to 13 hours a day. One of the things that you'll probably also notice is that your child starts to drop their daytime naps altogether, which means they're getting this 10 to 13 hour chunk at night. Your child is also rapidly developing their cognitive and emotional skills at this age, and they're probably engaging in more social experiences through preschool or other play-based engagements. Getting enough sleep during this time in their life helps regulate their emotions and improve their cognitive performance, among many, many other physical benefits. By the time your child enters kindergarten and their school-aged years, their need for sleep decreases again. Kids between the ages of 6 to 13 need about 9 to 11 hours of sleep each night. Again, this will vary based on the child, and younger kids in this age group need more than older kids. Also, napping isn't usually a thing at this age, but let's highlight one study here from 2019 that showed that kids in 4th to 6th grade who took frequent naps after lunch had better behavior, better academic performance, and an overall better sense of well-being. So maybe think about building in occasional nap times for this group of kids too. As we've been saying, sleep is vital to a child's overall mental, emotional, and physical health. Sleep is when a child's body does its most important work, and prioritizing sleep is essential. So what this means for you, the parent, is this. Set good examples. Establish good sleep habits with consistent bedtimes and a relaxing bedtime routine. Give your child plenty of physical activity outside and in the sunlight, and make sure they're sleeping in a cool, dark environment and that they've had time without screens before bed. But still, many children might not be getting enough sleep. If your child is feeling excessively sleepy during the day, if their appetite is decreasing, or if their mood isn't great, then that's a sign to talk to your pediatrician. Sleep disorders like insomnia are pretty rare in kids, but still they do occur. So if you notice any signs that your child is not sleeping enough or just not sleeping well, then make sure you speak to a physician. Sleep is really the cornerstone of your child's development, especially in those early years. Make sure you've created enough space in your child's day where they can get the rest that they need. And if your child's waking up at night and you struggle to get them back to sleep, then check out our video on getting your child back to sleep right here. That's it for this one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Sleep well.